You can give it a
What you say
Hey,
can
everyone.
and will be used against you in NFT meta court. Lucas, you shared it, the link in the channel.
Yeah, but I'm gonna share it again and tag everyone.
Okay. Yeah, we had, I think, 70 or 80 registered, so we'll see how many we get. At this rate, it might be a very personal conversation with a very high percentage of winners for the questions. So while we're waiting, Ian, Amin, Isaac, are you guys new to the space, members? I don't know everyone, so I'd love to hear more about you guys' involvement and what you guys are up to while we're waiting. Hey, Hilcha.
Yep, it says unable to establish the VPN connection. The VPN server may be unreachable.
What's that?
Not too much. I can't talk. My wife's on a
Oh, okay.
call, so sorry.
No problem.
no problem.
No, I still cannot get to the internet.
I think we scared Ian away.
Wait, it's thinking. Hang on a second.
Isaac, Amin, can you guys hear us all right?
Nope. Still can't get to the. I still can't get to the.
Yeah, this is Isaac. I can hear you.
Oh, great. Are you a member? Have you been involved in this space for a while?
Not specifically. My connection is just by following previously, and then I'm a B20 owner as well, so I'm tied in that way.
Oh, okay.
It says it's connected.
Got it.
Did we send out the email to the RSVPs?
Yep, I did.
Okay, cool.
All right. We've got another one. Jay's on. All right, well, just give it a few more minutes. Thank you guys for being patient. We had a lot of signups. I think 75 or so, just kind of waiting for people to hop on here. I guess we'll have to give out NFTs next time for who's on time. And you're going to post this, right, Steve, on our channel, YouTube and Twitter link?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead and screenshot it.
Hey, Old Man Smithers. Hey, Ryu.
Hey.
What do you guys think? Should I give it a few more minutes or should we just kick it off?
Let's kick it off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, it's been a while since we had our last AMA. So excited to introduce you to the new team. We got a lot of new people. I think we've doubled in size this year, which is great. And we got a bunch of updates. And, there's a few new people that are new. So I'll give a quick background on GrowYourBase. We first got involved in the NFT space in 2018 and really got excited about NFTs because they, I guess I would say, really leveled the playing field for digital asset ownership. And our mind just started kind of racing, like all these cool things you can do. And we kept saying, someday these are going to be worth a lot of money in our roadmap. I think what would we say, Steve, 2023, 2024, they're going to be a big deal. And so we were right in that they would grow and value and popularity. We're a little off on our time frame. But we launched in 2019 in January, so we've been in the space for quite some time. A lot has changed in the space, of course, especially in the last 6 months. I'd say January of this year, we probably still knew 90% of all the players in the space and the projects and the main thought leaders and influencers. I'd say now we probably know 10%. There's been a big influx of creators and people that really want to get in the space. So a lot has changed. What hasn't changed is our focus, which has always been to build the most educated and engaged community in the NFT space, and really help those members acquire and build valuable NFT portfolios. And we've been leaders in this space from like day one, really early on. We were responsible for several first evers. We were the first one to have a NFT. I'd say we're the first NFT distributor. We originally had an earn program because we wanted to get as many people owning NFTs as possible. So we for about a year and a half, we had our earn program where people could go and connect with different new NFT projects. And what do you think, Steve? I mean, we added up one time and we probably gave away between 3,000 and 4,000 NFTs over that period, would you say?
Yeah, some being extremely valuable here and there. Very valuable ones here and there.
Yeah, we I don't even want to look back to see what the value of those are, because we just indiscriminately gave out thousands, which was great and fun, but we never it'd be fun to kind of look up what some of those are worth and then reach out to the people. They might not even know, I don't know if they stayed within the space, but really had a great time doing that and met a lot of great projects and great members who are still with us today. And this idea of building these NFT portfolios for our members, that was our mission on day one, and we continue to do that, and we continue to try to be as forward thinking as possible. So I mentioned the earn program. Our subscription program turns 1 year old this month, so we've already had a NFT subscription program, the first one ever. There's probably a dozen of them out there now. A lot of them are focused on art, but we're the first one to have a subscription program, and we have it where we're trying to really hit all the major categories. So we've got collectibles, crypto art, metaverse, gaming, anything that we think is going to have value, both in the short term and long term. We were the first to bundle. So we actually started that over a year ago, putting together the first bundle on Nfts, which was called the Nifty Ones. It was 6 months ahead of the B20s, which, as they say, it all goes by in the blink of an eye. But we continue to really try to be leaders in the field, stay ahead of the curve. We have a launch coming out next month. We're doing a lot of creating our own NFTs now and adding these value layers and features on. And this one is going to be the first NFT that you can communicate with. You can ask it questions. We partner with a top AI company in the field, and it's going to allow you to have a conversation with your NFT, ask it questions. Of course, to start off, it'll be a limited amount of questions, but the goal is to build that up over time. And why that's really fascinating on several levels, but in particular is, AI works, the more you engage with AI, the more data it has and the more valuable it gets. So we see these scenarios of creating these NFTs, and the more that you're engaged with it, the more valuable it's going to get. So I think that's really cool stuff that we're doing, and pretty excited about that. And we're really heavily focused on blockchain gaming and the metaverse. We have several programs already working and initiatives that allow our members to participate. They're working really well, and Andrew's going to tell you more about that. So we're going to start off by talking about our new website we launched about a month and a half ago. Got a new membership plans and Nifty Princess. Do you want to grab the screen and just give them a quick overview of that in case anybody hasn't seen it yet?
Hello, everyone. I'm sure you know me as Nifty Princess, and I've been working with my, working a lot on the website and the memberships, as well as just fulfilling our mission of giving you guys value drops. Maybe not as many because we're going for high quality, highly curated, researched, developed NFTs, but we are headed in that direction where we want to be the premier place to provide you guys first access and well-developed, curated NFTs. So we kept that in mind as we went through developing and designing the new website to make it exciting, and thought about the user journey and how you guys would interact with the website. So let me just walk you through the website. I'm sure you've seen it before, but just wanted to walk you through and also talk about the memberships. We've done a lot of questions about the memberships and some of the new plans. So just wanted to talk a little bit about that. Just share my screen. Okay, so here we are with the Ultimate NFT Access. We are definitely a place that we would like people to come for exclusive NFTs for serious collectors. And as you go scroll through the website, we have a little bit about ourselves. And then this section here is meant to be the top projects section. So right now we have 2 top projects, but we plan on launching a few more here. So if you want to see what the top projects are, you just go to this section where you'll be taken to the landing page for that project. This is just about community and how to connect with us. We wanted to put a section here to insert videos and things we wanted to tell you about. Steve's really good at putting together the videos with the projects that we work with and partners. So you'll find a lot of videos here. These are our partners. Been working a lot on this premium NFT gallery, which is meant to be our marketplace, because we are developing a lot of NFTs, and our goal is to provide multi-layer, multifunctional NFTs. A lot of them we partner up with, but a lot of them we're also working on developing. So we wanted to have a marketplace and gallery to show off the NFTs. So this is a place where you'll be able to see the NFTs that we have, that we've developed. Also, you'll be able to buy NFTs here with crypto and with credit card. So we want it to be a place for all membership levels to come and find an NFT on there that's suitable for them. And that's it. Let me talk about the membership real quick. Had some questions about the differences of the membership. So here we have starter, which is just everybody can sign up for a plan, and this will allow you to purchase an NFT in the marketplace. So you need to have at least a minimum of the starter plan to do that. Then if you were a Nifty member and want to continue being in the memberships only channel, Then we have the insider roles for you. One is called the insider, which is just allows you to be in the membership channel. And that is for people who do not want a distribution or a drop, but they're more interested in just joining the conversation and getting information from the other members and from us, and going out there and getting their own NFTs, purchasing and developing, curating their own NFT portfolio. We also have an insider boost, which allows you to get into 5 of the main gaming channels along with the membership channel. So you'll be able to get into the membership only channel, plus 5 of the top gaming channels. And then we're also throwing in a few channels right now. 3 of the channels you'll be able to get if you get the insider boost. Then moving on to our passes, these are for members who want to have it more curated by us, and to have us do a lot of the legwork, do the research, do the curating, getting in on the deals and passing that on to the past members. So we have 3 levels: the Uber, the Power, and the Elite. Depending on your level of commitment, that will kind of dictate what kind of distributions you get and the level of access you get. We had, as I said, we were moving toward a more highly valued, highly curated drop. So you won't necessarily be getting a drop every month, but we definitely want to spend the time developing and getting the highest quality, highest value NFTs for you, and sharing that with you. And it just depends on the timing, like the inventory, where we are in the development of these NFTs. And then I think the last question regarding the memberships was just withdrawals. So we are working on making that more automated with the new marketplace. So we understand that the withdrawal form can be cumbersome. So we've heard that, and we're definitely looking into that. That's it for me.
Thanks for that update. And then wanted just to make a few quick announcements for congratulations, really. We brought on Crazy Ryu, who is on the call as one of our community managers. So just want everybody to thank and congratulate him. He's doing a fantastic job. And Thief Mobile also is just someone who's just joining us as a community manager. I'd say, believe it or not, these are two of the hardest positions to fill. You've got to find someone who understands the space, who understands what we're doing, and also knows how to communicate. And it's taken us actually years to find the right combination, and really excited to have them join. And we'd like to bring on several more. We want to compensate them well, make them part of this journey, and get them more involved. Our whole mission is really to get our members involved in deal flow and research. We just feel like we're stronger as a group, and utilizing our tools, our resources to leverage what we have. We support members if they have an investment idea. We'll let them use our assets if they've got ways to create, let's say cash flow or revenue. We're really excited about this model that we've put together. So welcome, you guys. Really glad you guys are even more part of what we're doing here. And then also thrilled we got Coco Bear as our first Elite Pass member. We wanted him to be the first, and he was, and really excited to have him. And we've got several others that are coming on. So we finally were able to get all that together, and so we're going to bring on a lot of even new whales into the fold. I think our wallets we represent are throwing in some of the the big ones. I think we're like 3 of the top 4 that we represent with GrowYourBase, which is really exciting. Now we're going to kick off the Ask Me Anything, the questions. We got 60. How many questions did we get, guys? Was it 60, Steve?
Yep, 60 questions, and we picked 15 of those questions that were the most relevant, I guess you could say. Some of them were like when, moon, things like that.
Very crypto-y.
Filtered them out.
That's great. So the first one is from Habib Hilcha. How big is the GYB team? Well, I'll just say personally, much bigger. You know, during COVID, I've eaten a lot of snacks, and I'd say 10% bigger. I'd say team-wise, we've doubled in size. We've got 8 full-time people on the team. Again, we're really thinking ahead. We've got analysts, we've got number crunchers, you know, we've got all these specialists on the team that are really helping us think through, you know, both the short-term and long-term opportunities. And we're starting to share that information as well within the different channels. Andrew, too, didn't we just share some of Tu's work in, was it Alien Worlds in the channel?
Yeah, exactly. Like to put together some phenomenal data visualization. So we're starting to share that in the Alien Worlds channel and hopefully the other channels as well, so that everybody can benefit.
Yeah, that's great. And we want you guys to use that. We want you guys to also to say, hey, we'd love to see this trend or this price action, anything that where there's enough data points that we can go out and model it. You're a member, use our resources, use our tools, use our this brain power we have to explore, right? We only ask that, it's proprietary, right? We want to keep it within our organization because, it's valuable. Data information gives you an edge. And so we want to keep that within the GYB family. And then the second question he had was, I like this question. I'm gonna give this Tabby. This is you. Tabby is our traveling world global extraordinaire traveler. He's been to, I think, 600 countries and 9,000 cities in the last year alone, or something crazy like that. The question is, now that things are opening up, perhaps we should try to create some small group meetings locally, or perhaps meet in New York City NFT. I love that question statement. Hilcha, Tabby, what are your thoughts there?
Well, I was really hoping that I wouldn't get such a hard question as the first one that got sent my way. But yeah, from my personal experience and extensive research on the matter, New York, I think, will be a fantastic place to visit around August to September period. So those are dates that we can definitely look into. But depending on everybody else's locations, I'd be happy to draw up a hot map of of possible places we can meet for a few drinks, coffee and tea, of course, and bite to eat and discuss all things NFT based.
Yeah, that'd be fun. In all seriousness, during this pandemic lockdown, how many cities have you gone to? You added it up in last year. It was crazy.
I'm not sure how best to answer that question. So all I can say is all my traveling has been done very safely and in line with best practices and best standards.
Yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Well, so far, I think that Hilcha, your questions are at the top, number 1 so far. So second question is from Korish88. Do you have a GYB token and how many coins? No, we don't. We get asked that a lot. We'd only have one if it made sense. From very early on, though, we've always thought about creating this portfolio of assets and then allowing members to eventually own a piece of that. So for instance, let's say you are a member from day one, right? You're one of the first ones and you kept your membership. there could be a point in the future where we say, okay, it's time to divide up this, this mountain of NFT assets we have. Of course, we'd have to do that where it's regulatory compliance and such, but we definitely have thought about that for over 3 years on how to allow our community to participate and directly to this this large amount of NFT assets that we've created. Another one would be what kind of membership. So if you had an elite pass or or another one, you get so much credit built up for that, and then you would get some kind of percentage credit for that. So that'd be fun to do in the coming years, and especially if prices continue their long-term trend of appreciation. Yankee 2000, how can we buy NFTs and how can we see it? I asked by email, but nobody answers me. Sorry about that. Diana, do you want to answer that? And before she does, Nifty Princess already mentioned that we're going to be able to sell some very select high quality NFTs directly on our platform next month. So that's one way. But Diana, do you want to take that question?
Sure. Hey guys. Like the fast answer is since we are phasing out this freemium model, everything is now through membership. So if GYB members or individuals want to acquire a monthly drop, it has to be only through memberships. There's no GYB credits points. We actually want to phase that out. And so the only way is acquiring a membership. And the email, the best way to communicate with us is by Discord. You can have in less than 2 hours a respond. That's the idea we plan to. So yeah, that's basically.
Yep. Thank you. And then Ed 7779762. I'd love to know what those numbers mean. Ed, if you're around. He asked about the starter membership. I believe that Nancy already answered that. So if not, and you have more questions about the starter memberships, more details, just put in the chat. We can address that again. Unreal Gamer 28, number 1337. Again, love to know what all those numbers mean. Question is, if the cryptocurrency market falls next year, that will never happen. Will it affect NFTs pricing as well? And would drops in price plans that we offer remain the same at this point? Or will it go through a revision? Good questions. I'll say, I think if I'll let Tabby answer this too, because he's really on top of pricing. But it depends on if you're looking at it in dollars, if you value things in dollars, or in, let's say, Ethereum. And we'll, in the second part of this, we will always come up with plans to have the most inclusiveness, add as many people as possible. We held on for as long as we could at the $25 price point for a year, being able to just pay $25 and get these NFTs. But with all the different chains you have to deal with, gas fees, NFT price, it's impossible. I can't believe we held on as long as we did. But we have the different plans so people can at least be part of the community and participate. What are your thoughts, Tabby, on cryptocurrency market pricing affecting NFTs in the next year?
That's it's a great question, and obviously it's a $1 billion question, right? It's very, very hard to know, but the likelihood is that we've seen over the last few years that the entire crypto market is essentially always following BTC, even though it doesn't necessarily make sense a lot of the times, right? And I think in due course, eventually, a lot of these other altcoins will learn to decouple from BTC. I think right now, the reason I bring this up is because I think right now we're seeing a very similar thing in regards to NFTs. A lot of NFTs are priced in ETH. I mean, if you look at the premier NFTs, right, with CryptoPunks, for example, the floor price of those generally follows the same trajectory as ETH has over the last couple of years. During this latest drop, the floor price for CryptoPunks didn't actually come down as much as ETH's price did. So we might be starting to see a decoupling of actual NFT prices from ETH and from other crypto prices. But this is at the absolute top end. We're talking about CryptoPunks here. So I think it's going to take a while for NFTs to hold and retain their own value separate to what's happening in the crypto markets. But this is something that you'll be able to see first in the higher quality products, which are the products that at GrowYourBase we are specifically focusing on, to John's point. And hence we've had that transition, or we're going through this transitionary phase, because we want to be focusing and we want to ensure that all of our members are getting these tier 1 NFTs so that they don't just hold their value, but they also have the best chance of appreciating in value regardless of what's happening in the rest of the crypto markets.
Yep, definitely. That's definitely right. Good. Next question, DX Para BTB. What are you planning? I think the question is what type of NFT drops are you planning in the future? Nifty Princess, do you want to take that one?
Oh, what happened? Sure. So we're developing a lot of different projects. One of them being Tom Badley that's coming out. That's really exciting because he is someone who's really, he's got his eye on the detail. He's come up with some great pieces that we'll be sharing with our members. Also, what's exciting about that is that you're going to get a digital piece, which will be authenticated by the blockchain. But then there'll be a physical piece, which with a special pen and tool, you'll be able to authenticate the paper and see the different Easter eggs that are in the piece. And it's going to have a lot of interesting things in the package. So you'll get a combination of the digital and the physical. So we're really excited about that, collaborating with him, and you'll see Steve's interview with him that we've posted. So that's one of our top projects. Another one is the Dame Time. We're developing that and hoping to launch that next month. Our hope really is to move the NFT, the NFTs that we work on to be more all-encompassing as far as like utility and layers, where you'll be able to do a lot of different things with your NFTs. And that's, I think, what our interest is to provide more value and high quality NFTs through these layers and functions. And really, it's just bringing it all together. And we'll be showing, we've also sponsored the first blockchain exhibit that's happening in Tokyo, at the same time as the Olympics, which is happening June the 25th. So GrowYourBase is sponsoring that, and hopefully we'll be showing some of the NFTs there. And so there'll be a lot of exciting projects that we're working on right now for all of our members. And you'll also be able to purchase them in the marketplace, even if you're not a member. And if you want to pay a premium for that and you want access after our high level members get the inventory, if there's still some left, then we're going to share that in the marketplace as well. So a lot of exciting things happening. So
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff. Very exciting. Next question is BTACH 99, number 14, 18. Is there a mentor program like the Hunters program?
Anyway, so it looks like you're the one going to Vegas. You're the only one.
What, Al? What's that, Al?
Did they confirm?
we got bombed here. The next question is from BTach. Great question. What if there's a mentor program like the Hunter program? It would benefit those like me that are new, since the people that mentor will teach, help more longer with more patience, more in depth, and explain it to a more, in a more understandable way if needed. Great question. We have burned a lot of calories over the last 3 years, really focusing on education as much as possible. And I wish the whole industry would focus on it along with us to really, burn those resources to help educate people. But Andrew, do you want to take that question, please?
Yeah, sure. With the NFT space, things move so quickly. I think myself and many on this call would agree that some of the best places to keep up to date and learn is in Discord channels like the GrowYourBase Discord, because there's new projects coming out, new features being implemented in the NFT space that it's hard to keep up with. This isn't stuff that you can read out of a textbook. So I would say some of the top resources are, if you're not in the GrowYourBase Discord community yet, please join and engage in dialogue, ask questions. Members and our team members are always here to help and provide information. People are always sharing kind of what's happening in the space. So number one is Discord. Number two is podcasts. There are a lot of great podcasts out there. One, personally that I've been listening to more recently is Modern Finance by Kevin Rose. I think he does a good job of outlining what's happening in the space. YouTube is also great as well. Steve, I'll plug Steve's YouTube channel called Hack Crypto. He provides regular updates on what's happening in the NFT space and blockchain space, and a lot of it also is kind of what we're doing with GYB, but sometimes he also provides updates outside of the space as well. So that's a fantastic resource. And overall, these are just some resources that I think are good, but ultimately there's so many resources out there, and you might have more particular preference for one influencer or one particular expert in the field. Just kind of go out, explore, follow people on Twitter, podcasts, YouTube, and engage in dialogue in the GYB Discord.
Great. Yep. Good job, Andrew. Appreciate that answer. Next question, Flatjacks5214. It's a good one. What is the most exciting thing you've worked on the last 2 weeks? 2 weeks doesn't seem like a lot of time, but in the NFT world, what's that equate to? 6 years, I think, is the dog years of that one.
Yeah.
Lucas, you've always had your finger directly on the pulse of NFT world. What have you been? What's got you excited here lately?
Yeah, a lot of things actually. So we are working and actually closing some very interesting partnerships. We haven't announced this yet, right? But some of you guys have already sort of learned about it. We're working with Guild of Gardens, which is a game that we're very excited about. It's going to be launched by Immutable on mobile, and so we want to do something big with them where you guys get rewarded and you guys get a lot of upside in their game. We're also working with a couple of other games that a couple of you have also known about, and we cannot reveal yet, but that are going to be very exciting. And we're also developing a lot of interesting partnerships that I believe will bring a lot of value to you, GrowYourBase members, and to us and to the community. One of them being with YGG, with Yield Build Games. You guys have seen that some of their people have joined our Discord, and we are excited to share some information soon about our first thing together, which will be an Alien Worlds mining competition. So yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. I'd say on my side mainly about partnerships and sort of new games, new projects that you guys have sent us through the Hunters program, or that we've discovered and that we believe are going to be very important in GrowYourBase in the next weeks and months.
Thanks, Lucas. Steve, anybody else want to jump in on that one?
Sure, I'll jump in. We've done a lot of really fun partnerships over the past couple of weeks. Lucas and I, as well as Andrew and pretty much everybody on the team, kind of helps with partnerships. But we've been working closely with a lot of these teams. And when we first started Grow Your Base, it was maybe a lead developer that we would be talking to, and it was virtually impossible to get responses, and partnerships were very difficult. But now teams have grown, investors have come in and funded these companies, and you have amazing projects like Guild of Guardians and Dark Country and Alien Worlds and some of these bigger development studios building out these games. So it makes partnerships a lot easier. So it's gotten to the point now where with Andrew really managing a lot of the deal flow and things that come into the company, we have more than we can handle. So we've been going for just the cream of the crop, the best of the best. And it really has allowed us to focus on just the most exciting ones. So I was excited to hear about Ember Sword. I know that we got involved there. Dark Country, we got pretty heavily involved in. Uplift World, if you guys haven't checked that out yet, definitely check that out. We have Karan, Unreal Gamer over there, has done an incredible job helping us with that build. So shout outs to Karan there, done a great job with managing that. Hopefully we can do that with other virtual worlds like Sandbox, but we do have some really cool things coming with Sandbox and just the metaverse in general. I think there's so much potential there for us to leverage our lands and things like that. But I'm really looking forward to more of these land-based deals that we're working on in the background.
Great. A lot of good stuff going on. Anybody else want to jump in before I go on the next question? All right. Ratchmad9090, number 8522. How many active users does Grow Your Base have on the platform? How many users do you expect to use your platform by the end of the year? Good question. I think that number is going to stay the same because we've been focused on limiting the number of people that can participate. We're really looking for quality over quantity. And again, people, when we first said that, thought we were crazy, but it's actually, played out really well. We don't have the biggest community by design, but I think we have the best, most engaged, most educated. So we've topped out at 250. We could take it up to 300. We could take it up as high as we want, but it's hard when you get those numbers to give that personal touch, that engagement, where people feel connected. We can answer all their questions, and we can provide NFTs that are of value, because we're not looking. I mean, anyone can drop NFTs. We're looking for extraordinary value. We're looking for every year to have a couple that really are special, and then several more that are both long-term and short-term value. So we're excited about that. So that's the numbers we're focused on right now. So we're right where we want to be. Good question. Brian Cutillo says, what's happening on the Sandbox game lands with GYB? Lucas, why don't you take that one?
Yeah, so very interesting stuff, actually. If you've watched the video that we posted last week on our Grow Your Base channel, we kind of talk about it a bit. But as we've been saying in the call, the idea is to involve you guys more and to give you guys a lot of opportunities to develop your passions and your hobbies into something big. And so that's what we want to do with our Sandbox land. We are one of the top 5 landowners in the Sandbox. And we want you guys to be able to utilize that land to build amazing experiences on top of it, to build potentially businesses on top of it, to build a lot of cool things, right? So at the moment, we are looking for people that will support that effort. So if you guys are very big Sandbox fans and you're Grow Your Base members, or you're just looking at Grow Your Base, following us and you want to get involved, please do reach out, because this is going to be big. We believe the Sandbox is going to be one of the big metaverses in the near future. And we want, again, to give you guys the opportunity to well, to collaborate with us there and to create very cool stuff. So yes, that's what we're moving towards, right? And we do have already some suggestions that some members have made to us, and it's very exciting, really, this program where we can give you guys our assets.
Before I change my former phone, I use Cobalt 3 to this one. Now I go buy my babe.
Oh.
8 Plus.
Yeah. Can someone mute this our friend, please? Okay, thank you. So yeah, really excited about this metaverse accelerator program where you guys again get to use our connections, our resources, our assets to build a lot of cool stuff. We've already tested it out with a lot of people really from our community, and I think it's only going bigger and better from here. So I think it's gonna be super exciting in the next months really, and in this year.
And really think about that. I mean, where else in the NFT world, or actually anywhere in any place where you can be a member of a group, $25 a month, and you can use their assets. You can propose, hey, we'd like to try this. We'd like to, I have an idea. I'd like to build something on your land. Oh, okay. Well, we'd like to sponsor you. We'll help pay for that. And if it works, awesome, we'll share the revenue. If it doesn't, hey, you know, at least we tried, right? I mean, I think that's a story that hasn't gotten out yet, and that's okay because we just want our members to know that. But we have millions of dollars worth of land, of tools, of NFTs, of assets, of all kinds. I think we have 9,600 valuable NFTs, right? And therefore, you know, they're for our members to utilize, to leverage, to build with, to dream about, like come up with some ideas. Lucas, what are we? Sebastian says we're the third largest sandbox.
Yeah. And that's another interesting thing, by the way, now that you say that, John, is we're actually working closely with the sandbox as well to create a lot of synergies and create a lot of stuff for you guys. So nothing we can unveil there yet, but you should expect some news soon where not only you'll get access to again building on top of our assets to getting these great opportunities, but also you'll get NFTs content exclusively for being GrowYourBase members inside the sandbox. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, we're almost done with the questions here. CRN 6761. What are the plans for the GYB team in the future? Wow, it's future being a week or long term here. I think we talked a lot about what we're doing now. I mean, the future just continue to build value and be the leaders in the space, and continue to have the best community. So I guess keep doing what we're doing. Really, anybody want to add to that in terms of what the future looks like?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, to kind of repeat on the fact that, as we've been saying, I think the future will look very interesting in terms of engaging our community in GrowYourBase and creating new opportunities. So as you've said before, John, we've onboarded new community managers who happen to be from the community, which I think is great. We have the Hunters program that Andrew runs that's super successful. I see here some of our top researchers there as well are present, and so I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people who are GYB members to become more involved with GYB, and at the end of the day, as you said, to create this super cool community of people that are engaged, that are very knowledgeable about the NFT space, and who make a lot of good decisions and have a lot of fun, and hopefully have also a lot of successful opportunities that develop over time.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And Don Mayer, 1978, which position do you think GYB will be in the next 5 years in terms of NFT markets? Well, as we are now and continue to be, I think we'll be the largest manager of NFT ecosystems. So we'll be in 4 of the top 5 games and have large positions of creating these economies. I think we're on track at year 5 to to be managing anywhere from 180 to 300 million dollars worth of NFT assets. And there's a variance there because some of this is dependent upon these different crypto pricing. So there's several that we have assets that we own, but that's our projections, and we put a lot of time into mapping that out and thinking about that. And the cool thing is that everybody that's in the GYB ecosystem with memberships and participation and research is going to have a piece of that, and that's really exciting. I mean, that's why we're doing this, to include as many people as. That's kind of the, that's where we'll be in 5 years. Last question is Silhouette Sign. It's a great name, Silhouette Sign. Which will be the biggest NFT game of 2021? That's a good question for Lucas, Steve, and Andrew. You guys want to give a quick answer on that one?
Sure. I think Sandbox, in terms of the game itself, Sandbox is probably the most promising in terms of just creating a community based on builders for games. So in that bucket of builders of games, I think they're going to be huge in terms of the biggest community and representation of games on chain. In terms of like the games itself, I am really excited to see games like Ember Sword and some of these potential AAA games launching. That's really exciting, especially what's that one by Immutable? Guild of Guardians that Lucas is working with. Those guys are not playing around. That they made their first game was which was their first game, Lucas?
God Unchained.
God Unchained. Yeah. And that was arguably one of the most innovative games that came out the earliest. Like they really pushed the limit on that. So I really like watching what they're doing and then watching everything that's going on with Sandbox right now. And other than that, just wax trading card games are going to be going crazy. But Andrew, you got some insights there?
Yeah, just to add to that, I agree. I think we're almost seeing like an evolution in some of these trading card games. They're just getting better and better. Like Splinterlands came out several years ago, and then games like Dark Country has a lot of users. Skyweaver has really great graphics compared to some of the earlier trading card games that are NFT based. So I think it's just a constant iteration, right, in the space. So I think, yeah, some of these games like Skyweaver, for example, I think will do well once they come out of their private beta. Great.
All right. Thanks everybody for submitting the questions. Those are some very varied questions. Those were good. I don't know how Deanna's going to pick a couple winners, but good luck, Deanna. Appreciate that, and everybody for answering. And always feel free to ask questions in the chat. You can always ask questions in Discord. We try to be very responsive in there, for sure. We're gonna next. We're gonna do some highlights of different projects. But I think Steve and Lucas, you guys covered most of those. Any that you guys want to still cover that you didn't get to cover in the Q&A?
I think we did a good. Yeah, we talked about everything. You
want to
there's
talk
a couple of
Gala?
sorry?
You want to talk about Gala?
No, we didn't mention Gala. Yeah, true. Now when you were talking, Steve, about the top NFT games to watch for this year, I believe that a big project also to be watching is Gala games for sure. I was just thinking when you were mentioning all those games that really, I think we're in a very good position where like we've literally partnered up with everyone who could become very big in the space, right? So there's no game that I could think of that could make it really big and that we haven't talked to and establish a partnership of some sort with. So I think that's great, really. And yeah, Gala for sure is one where a lot of the members that are present here, I know, are heavily invested or heavily interested in Gala, and we also like Gala a lot, of course. And yeah, we think yeah, they are doing a lot of cool things, and they're probably gonna keep on growing and keep on bringing new users to the space.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Okay. Just one more topic to cover. We're going to talk, Andrew and two are going to talk about the Hunters program and, you know, our analyst program. So you want to take it away, Andrew? Highlight those for sure, please.
Yeah, sure. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I always like to start with the big picture. You know, sometimes it's easy to get into the weeds when we're, you know, looking at all the amazing projects that we come across day to day. So, you know, what we're doing at GYB is we're creating we've created a community-driven approach to investing in the premier virtual land assets, personnel, and, you know, platforms that we have. You know, we focus on we're really focusing on the top projects in the space. I really like the phrase that John used earlier on, which is, you know, everybody with Aquarion thinks that they're an NFT artist now. So, you know, we're really focusing on the very best, the cream of the crop. You know, we're focusing on land because it's a scarce resource and has a high level of utility in the various games. Also, different strategic gaming assets like other useful NFTs. If you look at Alien Worlds, you know, some of the equipment that are used for mining, for example, you know, cornering key economies. Like what we mean is, I think like one great example is like what Poly Games did with buying like the banking infrastructure in one of the Gala Games games. So I think, you know, doing that and focusing on that particular strategy can be very powerful. And that's something that we're trying to do as well. Talent and execution, you know, both the GYB team, you know, we bring the strategy. We also have a lot of really talented resources like that's doing a lot of detailed proprietary data analytics that we'll share later on this call, combined with our community, you know, really helps to create a really cohesive sort of environment where we're able to find the very best projects. So that's the kind of, like, you know, high level picture. We're really creating an ecosystem through the GYB community, through our team, through the Discord, where we're able to find the best projects, find out about them early, invest in them or partner up with them, and then share it with everybody involved. So, you know, we've piloted the Hunters program for about 2 months now, give or take. And, you know, you kind of see on the surface the Medium article, the Google form, but there's actually quite a lot on the back end as well. You know, it's a whole process. There's the whole infrastructure. There's the technology component, you know, through our backend system where the Google Forms ports over into our internal database, where we have researchers, both internal as well as several of our community members, all part of the process in terms of filtering out like what are the best leads. And we've set it up in a structure where everybody benefits. So it's truly a win-win, you know, project that we've piloted, and it's been successful so far. Like so far, we've gotten over 90 leads. We've invested in 3, like you've heard of Dark Country, Uplift World, Ember Sword, you know, really great projects and games that that we've invested in. You know, all thanks to all our community members. You know, we gotta thank everybody in the GYB community that have submitted leads, because if it, you know, wasn't for everybody here on both on the call here and for those that are watching later on, you know, this wouldn't have happened. And we're able to also distribute over $5,000 worth of rewards to the hunters, to researchers, to our leaders for our different games and initiatives that we're running, like Mirandus and Uplift. And in the future, we're gonna run even more. So, you know, it's great to see that over the past 2 months, the model, you know, definitely works. So that's amazing, and we're gonna keep growing it and allow everybody to benefit. You know, as John mentioned, you know, through some of this may lead to also drops for everybody as well. So it's really a, you know, a huge a cycle where, everybody contributes, everybody can benefit, and that's what we're here to do. So just some quick shout outs. So shout out to Nuclear Monk and Crazy Ryu for finding the leads that we invested in. Shout outs to Schmedward, Unreal Gamer 28, Snarf, Thief, Mobile, Elbow, and Smeedance for all your hard work in doing the research behind the scenes. Definitely a round of applause to you guys. Also, thanks to Strawberry Sith, who provided a lead, the Upland lead to Steve through Twitter as well. And also shout out to all the winners for our past 2 monthly draws. For those that aren't aware, you get rewarded if you find a lead that we invest in, or also help in research. But also every month we do a monthly draw where there are 5 winners. Previously it was $50 for each winner, but next month we're increasing it. We're doubling it to 5 times $100, so $500 prize pool. So make sure to submit your lead. You can find it on the GrowYourBase.co website. Scroll down to the bottom, hit Hunters Program, or go directly to the GrowYourBase Medium account where you can find the article for the Hunters Program where you can submit your leads. But yeah, I just want everybody to quickly unmute your mic and round of applause along with Vitality. Round of applause to everybody that participated. Thank you so much, and hope everybody that's been involved has enjoyed it so far. Has found it rewarding, both like the process itself and the rewards, of course. And I think everybody's going to benefit from finding all these great leads. So please participate. Oh, last thing I do want to mention is we are actively looking for more researchers. We are always looking for more hands on deck. So if you are interested in doing research on some of the leads that are coming in, please reach out to me on Discord. It's Nfts. Just shoot me a DM. And other than that, I'll pass it back to you, John.
Great job, Andrew, and you've done a great job with that program. And I just want to make sure everyone knows we're just not trying to do giveaways. It's everyone's time is valuable, and again, it's just, you're part of this, and everybody should benefit from that. And if you contribute, you should be not only acknowledged, but you should benefit for that. Your insight is valued with us, and it helps this beautiful cycle of, oh good, we didn't know about that. Oh great, we offered to help promote that project and to participate in buying. Great, that gives us extra assets to give out to our members. It's this beautiful cycle that we really want to accelerate, and it's already working, and we just launched it. Tu, do you want to grab the screen? Tu's our newest member, although he's also one of our oldest. We're thinking so far ahead. We in late 2018, in early 2019, we started having to run analysis on trading patterns on OpenSea's volume. And I'll never forget, I'll have to pull this up sometime, but it was early, sometime in 2019, he's like, oh, there's a big day on OpenSea. There's $5,000 that transacted, so we've come a long way, but now he's got enough data points to come up with some really fascinating stuff. Hundreds of charts, graphs, splatter graphs, tables, you name it, he's got it. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, hi everybody. I think one good thing about this market is the information is really open, and it's really easy to get data, especially on any kind of cryptocurrency or any kind of NFT trading. And I think like one thing that I have been looking at lately is to look at Alien Worlds and how is it doing in terms of historical performance. And in GYB we have an idea of like how let's just plot it, the average price of these NFT versus the TOM, and see the patterns here. And we can see like it's the red line here represent the price of Alien World NFT, and it seems like there's still a very strong growth here despite of the decrease in price here. And if we take a closer look on just look at how is the tools NFT in particular performs, and you can see there's a sharp increase here despite of the sharp decrease here with the TOM price. And I think it's kind of bring back to Tabby's point earlier. These assets are kind of breaking away from being kind of dependent price on their currency. They are creating their own value here. And we also kind of take a look at liquidity trading and kind of participate, see the opportunity here. And in here, I leverage the power of simulations and math to kind of see like what is the profitable zone here. Just kind of like open up in kind of like we at GYB here have the ability to kind of collect a lot of data and visualize this data and to try to help our members to understand the trend and see where this market going. And with that in mind, pass it back to John.
Great, thank you too. That was great. So again, feel free to come up with ideas, what you'd like to see. I mean, you got access to one of the top, math minds and analysts in the space, and there's a lot you can do with that. It's pretty exciting stuff. So, hey, we just went over a little bit on an hour, so we got you guys a lot of good information. Finally, pass over to Deanna. Deanna put this together. She's been part of our team, from almost very beginning. She does a fantastic job of really doing anything that needs done. She manages portfolios, helps with distribution, answering questions. She does it all, like a lot of the team does. So Deanna, you want to pick some winners for the questions and participants, please?
Sure. So the winner actually is everyone here that's on the call, all of you. So awesome. Congrats. If you can send me your Wax account, I will send you today. If you send it now, I will send it today. Something that you will most likely like. Just send your Wax account on Zoom or DM me on Discord. We're really happy you guys joined today, so I'll take note of your Wax accounts. And no, Lucas, you can get rewarded. I'm sorry. For next time, perhaps.
You're saying you're going to give everyone who participated a gift, or what's the value of it, or how are you doing this?
Yeah, so I'll just say I'll send an NFT, Wax NFT, Alien World NFTs. I know you like Alien Worlds, like Blue Moon for sure. But yeah, some of you, and if you don't like Alien Worlds, just DM me, I'll send you something else. So yeah.
So you're sending everyone on the call an Alien Worlds NFT, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
Awesome. And then if they don't want that, they can get the equivalent in Wax or something else, is what you're saying?
Yeah, if you don't like Alien Worlds, just let me know and I'll send you the equivalent on Wax. And
Or give them money or something. Oh, cool. Love it. Great, great. Well, that's a good way to end the call. That's fantastic. So make sure, everyone, if you're into money, do let Deanna know. Send her and she'll take care of that. That's fantastic, Deanna. Love it. Anybody else? I mean, we can open it up. I don't want to keep everyone for too long, but if there's any questions or you want to unmute and ask questions, make comments to the team, please feel free to do it. We can stick around for sure. I'll take some BTC. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, I bet you would. Anybody else got any questions or anything they want to do? Otherwise, we'll say thanks for joining.
And if you guys missed anything, we're going to upload this onto YouTube, so you can check back in later, and we'll drop it in the Discord so you can see anything that we missed.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate it. And then
Yeah.
another one of these. We'll try to do one a month. It's been a while, so we'll do another one hopefully in July.
Thank you.
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, we got up to like 26. I think we had over 30 at one point, you know,
Yeah.
so that's where come and go. So
Yeah,
I don't know how to get more people.
got in there. All right.
I don't know how to get 100 people on these things.
Yeah, it
Do you?
caps out after a little while, but great turnout. Great turnout.
Oh, you're happy with that? Okay, good.
All right, man. We'll end the recording and then upload it.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that.